Hello friends, in this session we will discuss about Python statements. Uh, a statement is a single instruction to computer to execute a single instruction. Uh, in a program we write many statements or many instructions, and the Python runtime execute one instruction at a time. So single instruction is like x is equal to 5 or x is equal to x plus 2, or the print statement like this: print, then within double quotes, I am happy. It will print the I am happy. So this is also a single statement. Even the import statements like import OS, import sys, import math, this is also a statement. Apart from this, a compound statement contains more than one single instructions. Means many instructions make a compound statement, and this is like there is a header line, then a column here, column, and after some indentation or means vertical we start the next line after some spaces, conventionally 4 spaces or 6 spaces we can provide in the next line. So we start the header line and then colon, then the next statement starts after some spaces. Like here you see nested statement block is written after some indentation. So we will see example like this. Even on the Python prompt, we can do like this. We can execute single statement as we have already shown. Multiple statements or compound statements may also be executed on Python command line. Let us see here. First we start Python environment, like type Python, then Python runtime environment has started. Now we can write a statement. Suppose I write a single statement: x, y is equal to 5, 3. Here in a single statement means like in C language or C++ or Java, we terminate each line or statement by the semicolon. Here in Python, semicolon is not required. The end of line is treated as a single statement. So normally single statement is in one line. Here I initialize two variables, x comma y is equal to 5 comma 3. So this x becomes 5, y becomes 3. This feature is not in Java or C languages. This is only in Python. We can initialize many variables in a single statement, like x comma y, like this type of syntax. I press the enter. So x, I print here x, it shows 5. I print here y becomes 3. Now I write a compound statement. Please note here this x is also a single statement. If I press x then enter, then it is a single statement. I write a compound if x less than y, this whole mention, this is a compound statement extending into multiple lines. If I will talk about this if else clause later. For now, you understand that it means if it checks x less than y. If x is less than y, then we put a colon here. This is the header line. Again, I press enter and give 4 spaces here. After 4 spaces, we type in the next line, print y. It means if this is true, means if x is less than y, then print y. Value of y is printed. Otherwise, here I write here else. You notice that else is just below the if. If and else are in the same vertical line here at the same level. And also after else I have put this colon, means it is also a header, it is a part of else. Else, then pressed enter, then after 4 spaces wrote this print x. It means if x less than y, then print y, else print x. Means if x is not less than y, then print x. Now I press enter and again enter, 2 times enter. It prints y, 5. We see here x is 5 and y is 3. Then 5 less than 3 is, this is not true. Not true means if this is not true, then this will not be executed. Print y will not be executed. Else means if the if clause this is false, then this else part will be executed. Means this print x will be executed. Means 5 is printed here. This is syntax. It is not very common on the terminal. Multi-line compound statements are more easily executed in a file or these things. But for practice, if you need to execute compound statements on Python interactive environment, then this is the rule. Right here header, then next line, press enter and give 4 spaces, then start next line and press enter after typing the whole compound statement. Press enter key 2 times. Then this compound statement will be executed. So like in Java or C languages, normally to detect a block of statements or multiple statements bound in a single block, we enclose the statements within curly braces. In Python, curly braces are not used. Only indentation is used. Indentation means write the next line block of the body after 4 indentation, 4 spaces. And the end of indentation is the end of block. If this is header and this is the statement of the block, I can write many statements at the same indentation level after 4 spaces in a header line. Normally, one statement is written in a single line, but we can also write many statements in a single line. Those statements must be separated with semicolon. Like here, a is equal to 1, comma, sorry, semicolon. Then after semicolon, we can initialize b is equal to 2. Then again provide a semicolon, then this statement, print a comma b. Like here, you see here, I initialize two variables, a is equal to 1, b is equal to 2. These two statements are separated by this semicolon. Again, the third statement is a print a plus b, means it will work like first a and b will be added. The result will be 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. And it means print 3. Then 3 is printed. So separate each statement with a semicolon if you want to give all those statements in a single line. Now, how to initialize any list or any multiple statements in multiple lines. Like here, a single statement can span across multiple lines. Like say I initialize like I have initialized a list. List means many items, or here I have provided many numbers separated with comma, 1, 2, 3, 4, and all these numbers enclosed within square brackets. This is called list, and this list is initialized to ML. ML means this list. If I press enter, then ML consists of a list having 4 numbers, 1, 2, 3, and 4. I can also initialize a second list, ML2 is equal to 5, 6, 7, 8. You see here, this list is unmatched. This means what is the error? ML2 is equal to 5, some 6 and 7. I have provided here this closing square bracket, but didn't provide the starting square bracket. So it doesn't make sense. List is not created. So we have to be very careful by enclosing the list elements within square bracket. Again, I write here ML2 is equal to I have written a single statement in 2 lines. ML2 means the name of my second list is ML2, and this equals a list of 4 numbers, 5, 6, and 7 and 8. On the terminal, on the command prompt of Python environment, I have to write like this, enclosing all the elements within square brackets. Then I can print value of ML2 here. This is 5, 6, 7, 8. This is a list of 4 numbers. Although I have initialized in multiple lines. So this is the method to initialize multiple line of code in a single statement. Cover those lines within brackets. Any bracket will do. Here I used square bracket, even small bracket or curly braces will do the thing. Like here. I have initialized 4 variables A, B, C, D is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. Means the first element becomes first, second element becomes second, this 1. After the square symbol, the first element 1 is assigned to the first variable A. Means A is equal to 1. Then the second element after the equal to sign, the 2 is assigned to the second variable B. Likewise, we go. If I write x is equal to A plus B x is equal to A plus B. So if I print x, you see A and B values are 1 and 2. 1 and 2 are added, assigned to x, and if I type x and press enter key, it prints 3. But to add in many lines, we have to include this in bracket, like x is equal to A plus B plus C plus D. You see here, I have started from the small bracket and closed it with square bracket. That is not correct. If I start with small bracket, then also close it with same bracket. Means the both the starting and closing brackets should be of same type. I may again initialize it. X is equal to A plus B plus C plus D. I have to provide the same small bracket here. Now if I print value of x, then x is equal to 10 here. X is equal to 10. All these values A, B, C, D are added, and the result x is equal to 10. This is the rule for giving a single statement in multiple lines. Now the indentation is although very common and is widely used. I can also write statements, means a blocked statement without indentation, but we have to provide it in a single line like this. If A less than B. Now if I write if A less than B and semicolon, then next is this is header. of a compound statement. Now its block will have to be written in the second line after indentation, but we can also write in a single line, like here, print A. See here, if A less than B, then this print A is not written in the next line. I can also provide in the same line after this colon and press enter key double twice. Then it executes this statement, this compound statements, and prints 1. Means I have given here, since A is equal to 1, here A is equal to 1 and B is equal to 2. So A less than B means 1 less than 2 is true. Then if this if clause is true, if this clause is true, then print A, means value of A, that is 1, that is executed. So this is the rule for writing compound statement in a single line, but it must be in a single line. If I use without indentation, like I did above. Here I in this line I initialize 3 variables. X is equal to test. This is enclosed by this single quote. It is a string. Y is equal to 99. This is not enclosed, hence it is a number. It is an integer. Z is equal to like this here. You see, anything or many things enclosed with square brackets is called a list. Here X is enclosed with single quotes, means it is a string, a single element, single string, and that is enclosed by square brackets, means this is a list containing single element, single string, which value is X. So all these 3 variables are of 3 types. X is equal to test, means X is a string, its value is test. Y is equal to 99 means Y is an integer and its value is 99. Here Z is equal to, within square brackets, a string X, means Z is a list having single element X, that is a string. And if I press enter, all the 3 variables X, Y, Z will be initialized with 3 different kind of values. Now I print all these values here. I wrote print X, Y, Z, sep is equal to none. Like here, I call print statement, then provided 4 parameters. First parameter is X, then Y, then Z, then this one. Sep1 is equal to comma enclosed within single quotes. This means I have to print values of X, Y and Z separated by single space. x comma y comma z means print all the values x, y and z and separate them with a single space character. But here I have also provided 4 parameters. Sep is equal to comma means don't provide don't separate the values with single space as is the default rule. Separate them with comma. You see the output and see the result. This test 99 and x, this list, all these are printed but separated with comma here. If I only write print x, y, z, you see, call print function and provided 3 values to be printed, x, comma, y, comma, z. I have not written this one, sep is equal to this type. It means print values of x, y, z and separate those values with single space. That is the default separator character. So this test 99 and x are printed without comma in between them, separated with single character. But here I provided sep is equal to comma, then it means separate those values with comma here. There is a comma after test and 99 and after 99 and x. I can separate values to be printed with any character or a number of characters, not only with comma. I can separate with any character. You see here I have written print x, y, z and is equal to this. The single quotes, these quotes are consequently written, no any space between them. It means this is a blank string, no any character. Means default, means here. You see here, I have written print x, y, z and is equal to means no space between them. So it is printing like the default printing. And here and means, you see the difference here, print x, y, z sep is equal to comma. Sep means separate each value with a comma like here. But after printing this, by default prompt returns to the next line. This 3 greater than symbols are shown here. Prompt goes to the next line after printing. But if I write like this, print x, y, z and is equal to this one, single a blank string, means print these values, print x, y and z value and end not in a next line like the default behavior. You see here, after printing these three values, the Python prompt is here, next here, and is equal to this blank string, matlab after printing just go to the in the next place, means not in the next line. Again, I am writing a statement, print x, y, z, sep is equal to, you see here, sep is equal to this three dots enclosed with single quotes, means this is a string having three dot characters. Sep is equal to three dot character, means print values of x, y, z and separate those values with three dot characters. And after printing values of x, y, z, end with, you see, end. Parameter end is equal to this string enclosed with single quote, that is this this here exclamation mark, then backslash n, n is still is new line character, means go to the next line. End is equal to this backslash n, means no next line, go to the next line after printing. You see here, it prints test, then separates the next value 99 by these three dots. After writing value of y, that is 99, it again puts three dots, then prints the value of z here, x, and here exclamation mark, then goes to the this one backslash n, goes to the next line. Again, I can write to the file. By default, the print statement writes its output to the console, means terminal. This is screen. That is the default output string. I can write the output of print function in a file also. For this, I have written like print, calling this print function, provided the values to be printed x, y, z, and those values separated by three dots, means the parameter sep is equal to this three dots enclosed with single quotes. Then I have to write not on the screen but in a file. So I have to write file is equal to this open. We will discuss about the file system in Python later, but right now understand, to open a file for reading or writing, we have to use open function. This open function, then open the bracket and provide the name of the file within single or double quotes. The file name is data.txt here, enclosed with single quotes. This is the first parameter to the open function, and the second parameter after the comma is here w. W is for writing. If we intend to read a file, then that will be R. R is by default. If I only provide file name as a parameter to open, it means we are opening that file in reading mode, only to read. But if I open a file for writing mode, then we have to provide this second parameter after comma, W parameter, like this. It will open a file named data.txt if that file already exists, and I have provided here W means if that file exists, then its constants will be deleted. And if that file doesn't exist, then a new file will be created, a fresh file for writing. So second parameter for the print function is file is equal to, then I call function open, then given name of the file to be opened and mod, in which mod. This open function will open a file data.txt in writing mode, and the file object will be here as a parameter. So the print function will write values of x, y, z separated with 3 dots in this file data.txt. I press enter here. Suppose this file has been created. Again, to read the contents of my data.txt, I have to write like that. Call print function, then open data.txt. So see this one. Open function is called within the brackets of the print function. Means first this open function will be called. And I have given parameter data.txt, means name of the file which I have just created as a parameter to the open. And I have not provided the mod, writing or reading mode. So by default mode is reading mode. So it opens the file data.txt just created in reading mode. And that file object will be created here. And I call read function of that object by providing this dot operator, means the contents of the file data.txt will be read. All the lines will be read, and those lines will be put here as a parameter to the print function. So print function will have all the lines of that file data.txt. For this, first I have opened the file by writing open function, then giving name of the file. It will open a file object. Then I have called read function on that object that will read the file and put here all the lines of that file as a parameter to the print function. And print function will print those values. You see, these values are printed on the console, means terminal. That is the default printing window. You see this values x, test 99 and x are printed with these dots. This is the contents of the file. If I open manually that file one data.txt, I can show you that even this data.txt contains this the same text, test 99 and x separated with 3 dots. So I have here created a file containing some content in the command line. You see here another form of print function, that is a formatted form. Text is equal to, then enclosed with here single quotes, double quote may also be used. Then see here, single quote extends from here to here. Within that single quotes, I have written %s. %s for string means here must be a string, means number of characters. Then % minus 0.2f. 0.2 means after decimal 2 points. And float type number means a decimal number. Then here %, here d means integer. This is the formatting character d for integer. If ever I have to print, I have to tell that here will be integer, then I have to write a %d. If I write %05d means that integer should have maximum number of 5 digits. I instruct this that it is a integer with maximum number of 5 digits. And %f means float number. %.2f means after decimal two places is allowed, and %s means in string. So this from here to here within single quote, this is a formatting the string, formatting rules. And this is also string since it is enclosed with single quotes. And I write here %. % is an operator. And after % I have provided values of whatever have to be in those places. See, the result string is in place of %s. And this 823.14153, this is a float number, decimal number. That is in is in place of this second parameter 0.2f. And the third one 42 is an integer, that is in place of this %d. So text is a formatted text. This string containing format parts, this string, this float, and this decimal, this integer. Then I have provided here values for those formats. See here, the string I have saved like this. First I have provided this specification, which type of values are here. Then after this % operator, I have provided within a small bracket these values serially. So this becomes value of test string. Now I want to print those strings. So I call print function, the pass them text. So it prints like this here. You see, result is result here, that is a string, simply number of characters. Then there is a colon here, this colon printed. Then after space, this 0.2f. You see here, this is float number. Although this float number is there are 5 digits after the decimal, but we allow only 2 places here by providing this 0.2. So this value is printed as 823.14 due to this 0.2f. Now this 42 values is printed in 5 digits here. I have provided 5d, means integer having 5 digits. So 42 has been converted like this, 00042, and value is printed. If I provide 4 strings to the print function, 4 within double quote, then 10 within double quotes, with then Akash within double quotes, and press enter. These values will be printed with default single space between them. Here is 4, 10, Akash. Likewise, if I write here, if I write here print, then this 4 within double quotes, then plus, then 10 within double quotes. Now, this 4 and 10 are not numbers here because they are enclosed with double quotes here. These are strings. So this, for string, the plus sign means concatenation of strings. Matlab these two strings, 4 and this one string 1 0, these are added. It becomes 4 1 0 string. It becomes a string, and that is printed here. Just 4 1 0. No space between them. So there is a difference between 4 and comma and 10. Here we get a space between 4 and 10. The default space between two strings. But here we add 4 and 10 strings. Added means no space between them. 4 and 10 strings are added, becomes 410. 410 is a string. It is by adding two strings, 4 and 10. Like if I write here num is equal to this value, and if I write in this statement, I have initialized num value as 0.453323. This is a float number. And if I want to print this is also a string. Actually, it is a formatted string. This one within single quotes, I have written the format is percent, then 4.2f means before decimal, this is 4, means this number should be a maximum of 4 digits, and after decimal there is 2, means after decimal two places allowed only. And this is a formatted string, and I used this percent. After percent I provide num. Num means num is initialized to this value. Iska matlab, this means this value 0.453323 value will be here. This becomes, you see what it prints. This is 0.45. Only two places after decimal. So these are some rules for the so this